Hey there, star babies. Welcome back to another episode of The Spiritual Gaze. I am one of your hosts, Brandon.
I'm your other host, Angel.
And this is our twice monthly podcast dedicated to exploring the wide reaches of spirituality without pretending that it all makes sense.
Were you in Barcelona?
I was not in Barcelona, but I would love to be in Barcelona.
Feels like your spirit is in Spain. We are going to Spain next year, but you're already there.
Yeah. Well, I think I have been seriously thinking a lot about what it might look like to live there. Part-time or potentially full-time.
Yeah, so if we have any gazers out there who live in Spain.
Or Portugal.
Yeah, reach out to us and let us know the experience of that because we're super curious.
Yeah, because we are not sure we want to live inside the American experiment as it implodes.
But we don't have to have that conversation right now.
Yet. Who are you?
I'm Angel Lopez. I am a writer and a film producer. I'm also an astrologer and a teacher of metaphysical things. And I am your husband.
Yeah. Almost 15 years of togetherness.
Yeah. 15 years together, 9 years married.
Not yet. I mean, we have to get to November. I mean, it could all fall apart, but...
That's true.
Looks likely like we're going to get there.
Yeah, we have to get through the next 7 weeks before we can actually ring it in. So be on your best. I'll do the same.
I'm Brandon Alter. I am a queer spirit healer. I'm an astrologer and a tarot reader, and I'm also a writer. And I don't need to hammer home the point that I'm also your partner.
No, you do not. But do you have any other points you want to hammer home while we're here?
No.
Just about life or your outlook on things?
Did I already do? I feel like I already talked about grand opening signs on this podcast. So that's really the only thing that's really, that's the only small fish I really want to fry.
There is a really great podcast called Very Delta, hosted by drag icon Delta Work.
A legend, an Aquarius legend, Delta Work.
Yeah, a true legend. If there was ever a world where we could have Delta Work on our show, I think we would ascend.
We'd certainly transcend.
We would. But she has like a whole
segment on her show where they fry the small fish because the big fish are too big to handle.
Yeah, she goes off on something.
Yeah.
In the opening, and it's always very funny.
Which makes a lot of sense, like when the big picture is unwieldy, just focus on the little things that maybe you can do something about.
Yeah. No, I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, what has been, what have you been frying this week? Do you want to just dive in and let us know? What are the fish? What fish have been in your skillet? Let us know.
I don't think this is a small fish, and I feel a little vulnerable saying this on air, but
Do you want to speak a little quieter?
I am feeling like people are getting very stupid these days.
You can scream that from the rooftops.
And I also feel like I've gotten a little stupid these days. And it's having a really adverse effect on all of our ability to live in peace and harmony on this planet. Because for the most part, everybody, at least in this realm called America, seems to be getting dumber and dumber by the fucking day. And nobody is speaking up for critical thinking or intelligence. It just seems like everyone is like, let's just be lazy and let other people think for us. And this really came into sharp relief over the weekend when I was doing some traveling. And when you're in airports and rental car lines and hotels, you just kind of realize how stupid and like unaware. You know what? Maybe it's less about intelligence and it's more about a lack of self-awareness.
Yeah.
A lot of people just kind of walking around as if like they are the complete and utter center of the universe and just unable to relate to other people. I think maybe that's like a byproduct of COVID where we were all so siloed physically, and then now we're all so siloed through like social media and algorithms and just like being fed the same things over and over again.
Yeah.
But
I feel you. Lack of awareness is my greatest pet peeve.
Yeah. My greatest pet peeve is just a line. Like, I just hate a line. That's an Aries rising thing. I think I've actually mentioned that at some point on the podcast. God, I hate a line.
I thought your greatest pet peeve was grand opening signs.
No, that's just like something that annoys me. That really, like, I honestly...
Understood.
I would love to, like, be a vigilante who, like, under the cloak of darkness just, like, drives around the city and takes down grand opening signs that are in front of businesses that have been open for more than a year. And they just get to work the next day and they're like, oh, what happened to the grand opening sign?
Well, there you go. Marvel, DC, if you're listening, we got a new superhero.
It's called The Grand Opener.
Okay. Well, it's a workshop.
Okay, yeah, we'll workshop it.
That's a workshop. Well, I'm curious, just as part of your check-in, like if you're noticing your own, for lack of better wording, greater stupidity, what are you doing to check yourself on it? Or not.
Ooh. Well, so far I'm just noticing.
Okay, well, that's fair.
Obviously, I'm always continuing to learn and grow. I was just in Colorado over the weekend taking an advanced workshop with the Foundation for Shamanic Studies, which is a type of intelligence, a spiritual intelligence, intuitive intelligence, emotional intelligence. But I feel like my literal intelligence, like I feel like I was so much smarter in college, actually, when I was being forced to read things I didn't necessarily want to read and listen to lectures I didn't necessarily want to listen to, but it kept my critical thinking and my like powers of absorption going. And I read a lot, as you can attest, but I read like a lot of kind of, like trashy fiction and it's like
erotica.
No, there's no erotica really. But I mean, I'm not adverse to reading erotica.
Brandon's really into furry erotica.
A furry erotica? I don't
Just FYI.
Do you think there's a lot of like novels written from that perspective?
I think there's a lot of novels written from every perspective. You just have to find them.
I love that.
That's what Amazon's
for everybody. So what am I doing? What am I doing to? I don't know. I guess I'm just talking about it. Like when I write, I obviously feel like I'm increasing my intelligence because I'm challenging myself, especially as I like move into another rewrite of the musical right now. I feel like I'm challenging my intelligence to put all the pieces together in a different way. I don't know. I don't know exactly what to do.
Then that's fair.
But I do feel a little dumb these days.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of the media landscape is created to make us dumb.
Right.
Like reality TV, as much as we love it, and we're going to talk about it, does make you kind of dumb.
Yeah.
Like there's not a lot of critical thinking required to watch like middle-aged ladies fight about who is right.
Yeah, it's all very surface.
Yeah. So I long for some like really intelligent content that kind of like expands my mind and forces me to think critically.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we live in a world right now that is so challenging, regardless of the way you look at it, that I think everyone really wants outlets where they don't have to critically think.
No, everybody wants like places to disassociate because it is so challenging to be here now.
Yeah, I think that's the success of TikTok, because you can go and just watch a thing for 2 minutes, 30 seconds, and you're just like, cool, that was fun. Keep going. And it's all very face value entertainment.
No.
And I understand the need for it because of the world we live in. If you dive in the other way and start trying to go into it, it can make you crazy. So...
Yeah, I think it is hard to be super intelligent in this world because you're probably feeling very frustrated and very isolated.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
You're not alone.
Yeah. I know. I'm an idiot surrounded by idiots.
I know. Well, I'm glad you found your people.
Who are my people?
The idiots of the world.
Yeah. We're having a great time. But I did go to Colorado, and I was in circle with some people from my 3-year training and some other people, and the work was just like very paradigm shifting, and a lot of the work was on shamanic healing around healing influencing spirits.
Mm-hmm.
So as people who live in the world, we're aware that we're constantly being influenced by each other. You influence me, the weather influences me, what I read, what I listen to, like, these are things that influence us, but then there are also spiritual influences that we are unaware of. And it's actually quite common in a lot of like indigenous cultures to understand that there are these like spiritual influences that we're unaware of that or what we might call like influencing spirits, whether those are like deceased human dead, whether those are spirits of nature, that sometimes become part of our like spiritual baseline, and we don't even realize that we are essentially like carrying others with us. There are passengers. And so it was a very kind of like mind expanding workshop, just like changing my worldview a little bit, just to take into account that this is more common than not. It's not like an outlier for someone to have an influencing or many influencing spirits. And so I always appreciate, maybe it's my Aquarius nature, but I always appreciate when my crystallized worldview gets all of a sudden like broken open and I have to like be forced to think and see things in a new way.
Yeah, of course.
But a lot of the work we learned how to do both like in person and remotely. And in my interest to want to like practice this and like be doing this more, I just like wanted to offer up like a little coupon code for spiritual healing to the gazers. So there is a coupon code that exists. It's all caps. It's called Hey Gazer. It's all one word, HEYGAYZER. And if you plug that in and you book a spiritual healing session with me, it will take it all the way down to $100 for a session, which is like over 50% off.
Amazing.
And I'll honor that for like the first 10 people that book, and I'll do those sessions. And then depending on how I'm feeling, I might do it again. But like I don't foresee myself lowering my tarot or my astrology rates, but the spiritual healing feels so important for people and to receive. And it's so meaningful for me to offer. And I wanted to make the like bar of entry a lot lower because I know some people might like not even know exactly what it is or what they're getting into. So in any event, that is what I'm offering right now. And if you feel called, and that is like soul retrieval, extraction work, influencing spirits, all of this is, something that can happen during a spiritual healing session. So I just wanted to mention that.
Amazing. And it can be done remote. So you
it can
be
all
anywhere
be done
in the world.
Yes. Just this through Zoom, through the Zoom room.
Yeah.
Okay. How are you? What's your check-in?
I'm great.
Oh, great. You're incognito today.
How so?
Well, you got the hat on and the glasses. I feel like you're kind of like, you're Clark Kenting.
Oh, okay.
You're Clark Cunting.
Yeah, I'm just on my...
Clark Cunt. That's a great drag name.
I'm sure it's got to exist, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. But I'll take it.
Yeah.
I don't feel that way, but...
okay. You don't feel like Clark Cunt right now?
I just don't feel like I'm incognito, but that's cute to play with.
I just think, like the hat and the glass. I feel like you're kind of like Carmen Sandiego right now.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm just on my break from going around the world searching for mysteries. But no, I'm pretty good, I'd say, at the moment. Obviously, like, was navigating a bunch of like issues with my eye, and that's still, the healing's still in process, still having some visual business going on, but I'm learning to manage it. And I think you even said to me at one point last week, maybe, that I'm, learning to see the world through new eyes. And I have been really trying to take that to heart. And I also feel like I'm just in a process of growing presence, meaning that I'm really just trying to grow my relationship to presence and being really aware of what I'm doing, what's in front of me, how I'm responding, just trying to be much more present with myself. And by doing so, trying to eliminate, habits that were keeping me from presence, which I have found really helpful in it. I was listening to a podcast yesterday. There's this guy that I'm sure a lot of our listeners probably listen to, Jay Shetty, who does a podcast called On Purpose, and he interviewed Madonna. And it was a very long interview. And at one point, she brought out her Kabbalah teacher of forever, 20 years or
She
however
literally
long.
brought out her teacher?
Yeah, well, he was there, at with the interview, and they created like a course together.
Oh.
Like a spiritual teaching course. And you can just, I think, watch it on her website or something.
Okay.
And so they were talking.
I always forget that
and-
Madonna's a Kabbalist. I didn't know that
Oh,
she was
yeah.
like, I thought that was just like a fad, but she's like,
Oh, no.
she's a full-time Kabbalist.
Very deeply. And the whole 2-hour interview was just about her spiritual life. Like they never talked about like a prayer or, I think
Wow.
Ray of Light obviously came up because that was when she
Right.
discovered it. But, she really just
I
talked.
kind of want to listen. That sounds
It was
kind of
interesting, it was very interesting. But the most interesting moment for me, I found, was when her teacher mentioned something about purpose. And I thought it was funny given that they were on a show called On Purpose. And he mentioned how that is kind of like the greatest facade is this need to seek out your purpose, that that will get you lost, just spiraling into thinking about your future, and it tends to create the most turmoil in your life, when really your purpose is what is in front of you right now. And I, at the time, was listening to the podcast while walking the dog, and I will say it shifted my mood so greatly to be like, oh yeah, my purpose right now is to walk this dog. And while listening to the podcast still, while walking him, I was just so much more present with his experience and, kind of enjoying it even more, like I'm just kind of being out in the day with our adorable dog. And I've been honestly that was kind of the greatest takeaway for me from listening to that episode, was the need for greater presence with my purpose, and that what is in front of me is my purpose. And if what's in front of me, if I can get present enough to look at what I'm maybe doing and being like, oh God, is my purpose to be scrolling Instagram right now? No. Then I stop that. And I kind of then realize oh, actually, no, my purpose is to respond to this email about the project that I'm working on right now, and that actually is something that's really meaningful to me. That is actually something I care about, and it's helped me focus a little bit more.
Yeah, that's really profound advice.
Yeah.
Thanks, Madonna's Kabbalah teacher.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, I think in a way, that's kind of where my head
I've kind
is
of noticed
at.
that in you.
Oh,
actually.
really?
Yeah, without having been able to name it before this moment, I've noticed your increased presence.
Yeah. I am really working actively toward it. I think
I like it.
well, good. Yeah, I think it's helpful. I think it's necessary. I think it creates a better life.
Yeah.
If you can.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it.
And well, I'm glad.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll stop right there. Okay. Well, we tease that we are going to go back to an old chestnut of a segment.
Well, we were finishing our tarot series, which
Yes.
didn't really leave a lot of room for anything else.
No.
But that's done. That's over.
It's
the
over.
Eclipse took that out and away.
Yeah. But I will say what I am really eager to do is to engage in some more spirit talks, which is something we've been talking about.
Yes.
Which is our interview series. It's something we used to do monthly.
Yeah.
for
We're going to reach out
years.
to Delta Work first.
But yeah, I would just put it out to anyone listening. If there's anyone you think we should be trying to have a conversation with, like, please send us an email.
Maybe it's you.
Yeah, maybe it's you. We've had a few people reach out to us, and we're kind of wading through those requests. But also just interested to know if you are, tried and true listeners, because we know that's who's listening now, are the people who've been around.
The OGs, the original gazers.
Yeah, as well as like some who are just finding us. It's
Oh.
been interesting to see our analytics.
We're glad you found us.
I'm like, why did we have 2,000 downloads today? I'm like, what's going on?
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like random. But then
Of
I'm
the
like,
podcast?
yeah, but then I'll be like, oh, okay, today we just had like 100. Okay, but it's just interesting.
wow.
So I don't know what's happening. But regardless, whoever's listening.
Nobody knows what's happening.
Yeah, nobody knows what's happening. thespiritualgaze@gmail.com is a place to drop us a line. You can also pop into our DMs, but honestly, send us the email.
Yeah.
Those
the DMs
guys.
are a mess because
The
Angel's
DMs
mostly there, but then every
yeah.
once in a while, like I slip in there and I read something and then I don't respond and then I don't tell Angel that I slipped in there and then it gets lost. And
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, when did this happen?
sorry.
To be honest, though, that happens with our emails too. So,
Oh, okay, cool. So you're used to it.
so anyhow, yeah, send us a line, and
Hopefully it gets to us.
there we have it. All right, but today it's all about a dose of.
Of reality.
Thank you. All right. Well, our favorite ladies are back.
Oh my goddess. The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. They heal me. They give me something to look forward to.
Yeah,
They make me laugh. They don't make me cry.
it's a spiritual show.
Is
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, they're all deeply spiritual.
In their own way, actually. That is
Yeah.
not untrue.
They all have a spiritual background or are grappling with the troubles of a challenging spiritual background.
Yeah, they're not godless like some of those other housewives. I'm looking at you, Orange County.
Seriously.
What a spiritual wasteland.
But yes, our Real Housewives of Salt Lake City are back.
And fresh out the gate, they have really delivered hijinks and commitment to their craft.
Yeah. Premiered with what was probably the worst Housewives trip of all time, where
Which-
they all got into an RV and drove to an RV park nearby.
Yeah. And then stayed there for a whole night and like all slept in the same RV.
Allegedly. At least they filmed them waking up in it.
You think they like
You
went
just
to a
never
hotel?
know,
I guess
right?
you do know.
I mean, it's so produced.
That is true.
It was also like one of the most produced opening episodes ever. Like
Yeah.
it did feel like very storyboarded, but I was fine with it.
Honey, I was hanging on to every frame.
Yeah, they're so funny and fun and really bring the drums.
They really do. They really do.
But I also think what made it so great was that this season's villain,
Oh, the takedown of Lisa Barlow.
yeah, Lisa Barlow, who's been like a show favorite.
Perennial fan favorite.
Yeah, she's kind of hit the villain role
Yeah.
this season.
Yeah, she hit the apex of her likability and is now plummeting into being hated
Yeah.
far and wide.
And I mean, I can really speak to it because I have been a longtime Lisa Barlow apologist.
Yeah, you have been.
Amongst our group of friends.
It's created issues.
I know. I would always stand up for her, be like,
Yeah.
she's good TV. She's funny. I like her.
She means well.
Yeah, but even now I'm done.
Yeah. And
I've
I'm the
moved on.
opposite. I've been saying that she is like toxic garbage for season after season.
Yes. Yes.
And I'm being proven right,
Oh, completely.
which always
Yeah.
feels good.
Yeah. I will no longer apologize for you, Barlow. Never again.
I mean, unless she has a whole redemption arc.
Yeah.
But I don't see that happening. anytime
Yeah.
soon.
Even if she went the therapy route, I don't think it would have worked.
Honey, it's going to take more than therapy. It's going to take full depossession.
Totally. But I will say my favorite this season so far is Bronwyn.
Yes, Bronwyn's so smart.
Yeah.
And she's so present.
Mm-hmm.
And she's
Vulnerable.
She's really able to speak well her heart, her experiences. She's very quick in response to the other women. She really knows how to show up.
Yeah. It doesn't feel as performative as everyone else.
Which is funny because her outfits are the most performative.
Oh,
like the way she
completely, yeah.
presents is so crafted.
Yep.
But the way she presents is very authentic and present.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just when you see her in conversation with other housewives, like she had like, I think a lunch or a something with Heather Gay, and you just see like Heather Gay, who's just like a longtime housewife, really like playing the game and trying to craft the right response and like keep the narrative going. And Bronwyn's like, can't we just be friends and move on? Because like, I'm done.
Yeah.
Like it just is interesting how you can
she
see
doesn't
that.
have like canned responses or things that have been written for her to say. And
No.
she's able to go toe to toe. I mean, at the end of that second episode, when she goes toe to toe with Lisa Barlow, I was so impressed by her because you can see that she's obviously being emotionally affected by the like very low, nasty, desperate things that Lisa's saying. But even though she's like kind of water in the eyes and like feeling her emotion, it doesn't derail her. She's able to keep volleying back.
Yeah.
Which is somebody who's practiced it being vulnerable.
Totally.
I'm a huge, huge, huge Bronwyn fan.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah.
I'm
also a huge, huge, huge Mary Cosby fan.
Oh, well, of course. I think you can't watch the show and not be at this
Oh my
point.
God, Mary Cosby just is so funny.
I know. Remember when we were all just like waiting for her to like get arrested for having like a fraudulent church? But that kind of went away.
Yeah. And I don't quite know why or how, but I'm willing to just move on.
Yeah. I mean, she took a break, let it die down, and now she's just like, I'm here to be the comic relief.
Yeah.
And she's doing a fantastic job.
Remember when she talked about trying to resuscitate a fish with like mouth-to-mouth CPR? I felt that.
You know what? And I was touched.
I get that. Yeah.
Yeah. That was beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she too is like being very vulnerable. It's like, I think of all of the franchises, you have like the greatest level of vulnerability, you know, like even like a Whitney Rose, who I still don't really care for, like just her personality. It doesn't work for me.
It's a little grating.
Yeah, it doesn't work for me. But
it's a little shrill.
Yeah, but I do think she can be vulnerable. She can show up and say,
she was so vulnerable.
I fucked up.
My business failed.
Exactly.
No, I applaud her. And honestly, this season, despite my questions about the hairstyle,
yeah, I think we all have questions about it.
I am actually kind of rooting for her because she is being so vulnerable. And I mean, I think Whitney has always tried to be vulnerable.
I think so,
and
yeah.
we've watched, I mean, she was so young when the show started, and to watch someone so young kind of navigate the world of being in the public eye, I have a lot of compassion for her.
Yeah.
And then Angie K, who's literally just been playing the long game and showing us how to be a star, and that it takes time.
Yep. I mean, my true number one of the show.
It's like it takes time to teach the world how to appreciate who you are.
Yep.
Because she's not flashy, you know, but she is just quality. She's just quality people.
With the greatest sunglasses game in town.
Yeah. And she's also very smart. I mean, high body count hair is an iconic diss. And so funny.
And just so unique looking.
Yeah.
Like, she is Greek, but I'm also like, where else are you from? Like,
well, she's from all the med spas where she's getting her face touched up.
Those are her ancestors.
I know she's looking, to get her Greek citizenship, but she also has citizenship at Beauty Lab and Laser.
Wow.
And anywhere else that.
Sign me up.
Okay.
Do I have to go to Salt Lake to get the Angie K face?
No. I think you can get, at the end of it, you can go anywhere. You can just go to Orange County and it's,
Well, again, sign me up.
I really think you have one, maybe two chances to like really give yourself the overhaul, to do the microneedling and the lasers. Like at a certain point, it loses its effectiveness, and then you have to do like serious surgical interventions.
No, I know.
And I really don't think you're there. I think you should wait.
No, I know.
Wait until your 50s or your 60s. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, we had this conversation last night. I said to Brandon, I was like, am I starting to look old? Do I need the thing? And Brandon was like, no.
I was very vulnerable.
Yeah,
I was very vulnerable.
No, you're good. Relax.
Yeah.
But, you just have those moments sometimes.
Well, I think everybody, look, like a lot of people getting Botox in their 20s, but just because everybody's doing that doesn't mean that it has to influence.
You started at 13.
Oh, hush. I was 7. No, I haven't done anything, actually.
Oh, I know.
Because I also know once you start, you can't stop. And and I know that about myself too. So I'm like, I'm going to push it as far as I can.
Yeah. And the next thing you know, you look like one of those vampires on Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
I mean, maybe a laser treatment. I wouldn't say no to like a laser treatment.
I want one too.
Yeah, a little laser treatment wouldn't be the worst thing they could have. Just like a smoothing, just like a gentle smoothing.
I just don't want it to hurt.
Oh, well, get over yourself, honey, because anything good is going to hurt.
I've just had enough pain for a while.
Well, we all have had enough pain, but beauty is pain.
All right, I'll do it. Well, some people who definitely know about the pain of beauty would be the Real Housewives of Miami.
Oh, do they ever?
Because they're probably the most worked bunch.
They look it. They may not be the most worked bunch, but they look the most
Actually, it's probably Beverly Hills.
That looks the most worked?
Or just is the most worked bunch.
No, Beverly Hills is the most worked, but they don't look it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of a tie between Orange County and Beverly Hills for who looks the most worked, right? I mean, Orange County looks pretty worked.
I know. Did you see Tamra Judge recently?
No, I try not to see Tamra Judge ever because she's a literal succubus.
All right, well, I don't want to talk negatively about a woman's face. Let's talk
talking about her soul. I have no problem talking about that. Get it cleaned, lady. Get your soul cleaned. Go find your soul.
I know.
And then get it cleaned.
Yeah. I hear you, girl.
God.
But Miami is coming to an end. The reunion is about to begin.
It's been a beautiful season.
I know. I've really liked it. I can't believe it's over.
They went to Sevilla.
Yeah, they go on
They went on
trips.
Richard Branson's cruise ship to nowhere.
Oh, did they go anywhere? They just floated around.
I think they just floated.
In the harbor.
Yeah.
On a big boat.
They're just in international waters, like 50 miles off the coast of Miami. But it looked nice. That spa on board looked nice.
It did actually look very nice.
You will never find me on a cruise.
No, I'm not interested.
You will never find me on a cruise again.
Well, you've done a lot of cruises.
Too many. The thing about a cruise that most people don't realize is that when you're on a cruise ship and you're in international waters, that is like its own little floating city state. Like you are, like it's a totally different rule of law.
Yeah.
It's actually like kind of dangerous. Nobody thinks about it, you know?
Well, of course.
Yeah. It's also terrible for the environment. Like we should not be on cruise ships.
Well, yeah. But look, some people love cruises. It's a great way to travel with families. You know, it's cost effective.
Oh my God, your Libra North Node is really firing on all cylinders right now.
I'm just saying there are probably people out there who are listening who are like, don't shame me for going on cruises, but it's just not my cup of tea. I don't like Vegas either. And I kind of feel in a way like cruises are like akin to Vegas. It feels like a floating hotel casino in a way.
I just don't think Vegas is as bad for the environment as a cruise ship is.
I mean, really?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
I mean, I just think
at this point, I feel like everything is bad for the environment. It's like
exactly.
You can't do, okay.
I'm sure lasering is bad for the environment. I know. I'm sorry, honey, to break it to you.
Well, then I'm not going to get lasers.
I'm sure your phone game about saving the king is bad for the environment somehow.
I'm sure it's not.
I bet it is. I bet ChatGPT is running it.
No.
Think of all the water going into that game.
No, stop. Stop.
So Miami.
I'm worried. I'm worried about Adriana de Mora. I'm worried about her mental health. I'm worried about her heart.
I know.
I love that woman. I don't know that woman. I only know the face she's presented over many, many years. But what I've seen, I love. And I'm worried about her. She doesn't seem well. She doesn't seem happy.
No.
She doesn't seem like she has her usual joie de vivre,
Joella.
lust for life.
The Joella de Vive.
Do not invoke the spirit of Joella.
Hopefully she'll be on an all-star soon.
Well, I don't want to see it.
The Stephanie of the Drag Race.
Oh my
world.
God, totally. So overconfident, so little taste.
Exactly. Yeah, Joella, she was a Drag Race queen.
Oh my
Very
God.
funny.
Okay, sorry. You were going to ask me a question.
Well, no, was I?
I don't know.
Was I?
Before I jumped in with my with my
Oh,
like,
yeah. But no, I mean, I think talking about Adriana, who we do love,
Yeah.
she has been very unhappy, it seems.
Yeah.
I've heard, I heard Marisol on another podcast saying that Adriana just complains about filming.
Okay, so
And
she's
I
unhappy with
Yeah, she doesn't really want to be on the show.
the work, but she probably feels like she has to be.
Yeah, I think on some way it keeps her relevant, keeps her music. It'll help her music career if and when that actually happens.
Right, yeah.
Where's that album? We talked about it. Didn't happen. But also, where's the boyfriend we met at the top of the season? He
Never
just
came
kinda
back
vanished.
again. Yeah.
But then you had Alexia say, well, she probably just rented him. And I think she might have. And that's okay.
I think she might have too, and that is okay.
Yeah.
I just am worried, I just like it. I
Yeah.
want to have like an intervention, I just like want to gather around her with love and just help her find her way back to herself.
Well, she may not find her way back to the show, unfortunately, because it sounds like she could be on the chopping block. It sounds like they want to do a bit of a scramble of that cast.
I've had enough of these producers meddling with things that are working well. Stop meddling.
I know.
Stop scrambling a perfectly functional cast.
But I will say it wasn't. Adriana is in the midst of the piece that's working, that's not working the most.
Which is the Lisa Hochstein piece?
I was going to say the Julia piece.
Oh, also that piece.
Because the season really did end with Julia and Adriana like just having been best friends and like they can't see eye to eye. And it does feel to me on some level that like either they have to come together at the reunion or one or both of them do maybe have to go.
Yeah.
I mean, I would vote for Julia because I don't need her anymore on the show. But
I don't need her turf wife showing up.
yeah, it's so hard. Like here we had like this queer housewife and this queer representation, and they've turned out to be like the worst version of it.
I know.
It's like, yeah, it's so sad.
I know.
But
it's been a great season.
It has been a great season. So looking forward to the reunion.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
The best housewives know how to fight hard and forgive hard and keep it moving. And it never gets too dark. And it just helps us stay stupid and disassociate from how hard it is to be alive.
Yeah, that's
and the worst housewives just get like petty and self-producing and too self-aware and like manufactured and like self-serious. Like they take it all too seriously. And I know it's their lives, but we all know it's not actually all of their lives. So just like get in fights and make up and show us beautiful bags and take trips and like keep it light and frothy and keep it moving.
Yeah. I mean, I would say for some of them it is all their lives.
Well, they've made it their life.
Yeah.
Dorinda Medley.
So I think that's the hard part.
Which is sad. I'm like, this should not be your life,
Yeah, but it's not our problem.
No. It's not our problem.
Okay, before we go to our last segment, just to switch a little bit of gears.
No.
Also, just to say, Survivor started up, and this is
we're recent Survivor fans, devotees.
Yes.
Ever since we had Parvati on the show,
Mm-hmm.
and we watched her seasons, and
Yeah.
kind of got addicted to Survivor.
Yeah, and now we've been watching every season, and it's very fun for me because this is the first season I'm watching where I actually know a person
From your real life.
Yeah, like one of my ex coworkers is on the show, and we're still friends. We kept in touch. We worked together like, oh my God, like I want to say close to 20 years ago.
Yeah. Are you going to say his name or are you being cagey?
Nate, who is
Nate.
on Survivor. We worked together 20 years ago, and I've known him forever. He's like one of the loveliest human beings on earth, and I'm so excited to watch him, and I'm really, really hoping he becomes like a villain of some kind.
Just because that would be fun for you.
Yeah, of course. And I keep text teasing him, just like, are you going to become the villain this week? And he's like, question mark. So I don't know. I mean, obviously he's been very good, hasn't spilled any tea to me, but I am like hopeful that he will go far in the show.
Yeah, it seems like he could.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been literally a single episode.
Yeah. So, It will be fun for me, even if he becomes the villain of the show. I'll be rooting for him.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of a show where like it's okay to become a villain because like you're just trying to win and you have to lie. It's part of the process.
Yeah, outwit, outplay, outlast.
There you go. Is that your outlook on life?
No. 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 No.
Okay.
Let's head into this episode's Cosmic Update.
Because you don't know what you had until it's gone, gone, gone.
We bought tickets to go see Sophie Ellis-Bextor in Los Angeles. Come join us.
Are
Come
you
join
so
us.
excited?
I am so excited.
I'm excited for you.
I'm really excited to just be on that floor with, I can't decide if it's going to be all millennials or if, I don't know, like who's there? Like who's going to be there? Do you think the kids know Sophie Ellis-Bextor? Do you think they care?
I don't know. I mean,
Murder on the Dance Floor,
yeah,
huge
it became
hit.
a huge hit, especially recently because of the Saltburn movie.
Yeah, so maybe some kids will be there.
So some kids probably discovered her.
But I mean, literally her latest album is called Perimenopop. So
yeah.
so I'm hoping maybe it'll just be like, you know, some millennials that like, you know,
And
have
you know
some
who one of her
creaky knees and-
one of her besties is?
Who?
Louise.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I've seen them commenting on each other's Instagrams.
Wait,
constantly.
really? They're besties?
I mean, I don't know if they're besties, but they comment on each other's Instagrams.
Wow. Oh my God. That's huge for me. Because these are the two women that have basically gotten me through a really rough summer.
Yeah, just changed your life.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll be personally thanking Sophie Ellis for keeping you sane for at least the last couple weeks.
Yeah.
All right. So we are in Libra season.
We're here. It's nice.
It is nice, honestly.
Pumpkin spice Libra season.
I've been enjoying the Libra season.
Yeah.
But I always like Libra season, I always find for me, like August through like November, like I'm happy.
Oh.
Virgo through Scorpio season, I'm always like in a good mood.
Except for this Virgo season when it was eclipse season and it was pretty hard.
It was terrible.
It was really bad.
But, you know, I'm in my snake year, so I knew challenges were going to come. You know, I'm in my Jupiter cycle year, so it's every 12 years. Every 12 years.
I just love
big
this.
moves
I'm
for
in
me.
my snake year as like a response to anything, you know?
I'm in my snake year.
I'm in my snake year, you know?
I'm
so-
wearing my snake right now. Can you see it?
Oh,
Look.
I do love that snake.
I mean, it's a dope ring.
That is, yeah.
Okay, so we're in Libra season.
You were here.
And we're going to be here for a while. We're deep in the middle of it.
Yeah, we're not even in the middle of it. We're like we're still in the first decade.
We're at the very beginning. But
Yeah.
we are going to be moving toward our Aries full moon.
Yes.
Yeah, it comes on October 6th.
And I do always feel like the first major lunation that you get that is not eclipsed in any way is the period at the end of eclipse season.
Yeah.
So even though I have felt a huge shift and that we are not officially in eclipse season anymore, certainly there have been things that were like opened up in eclipse season that might still be kind of like trailing a little bit.
Mhm.
And I think by the time we get this Aries full moon, it will be like, all right, like the door is closed and we are now back to our beautiful mundane lives with the information that eclipse season opened up for us, but like there's going to be no new chaos or disruption.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. I'd say, yeah, do your best to try to finish up some stories that you've been in the middle of, you know, that you've been writing. Close some doors. It does feel like, you know, we're at like the endings time this week, you know, as we lead into this full moon.
And when is that full moon? Is it Monday?
It's October 6th.
Is that Monday?
I believe
Tuesday?
for us, I don't know. It is Monday, yes.
Is that when we're going to release the podcast?
No, we'll release this beforehand.
Okay, so you
people
can
will
prep.
know.
Okay, great.
Exactly.
How
but yeah.
thoughtful of us.
Yeah, we're soups thoughtful. But yeah, I would say, yeah, do your best to try and kind of tie some things up for yourself because we can like start to move forward, you know, whatever the stories of the eclipse season were for you. You can kind of get to the end of those, you know, and learn the lessons or at least like understand what the lessons are to take from the eclipse season this last month. like really try now, I think, to integrate those lessons, or again, at least start asking yourself the questions. Like, what are the lessons that have come for me?
Well, what are the lessons
For me?
that have come for you?
Well, I think it's been about what I
presence.
shared, presence, and like trying to see through new eyes in a way,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like I always looked for the problems, I think. And now I'm trying to like look for
Solutions.
Yeah. And just like, yeah, look for the joy, look for the magic.
I love that.
So that's where I'm at. What about you?
I don't entirely know, but I think there's something about having a plan.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I want to get something done, it's important for me to have a plan and to make that plan kind of Virgo-esque. Like, even like the process of clearing out my mom's house, like I went down there and like I had a plan.
Right.
Like day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, like this is what needs to be accomplished. And I think in like going into this next rewrite, like really having a plan, like what things need to be addressed. And so I don't know, maybe a lesson of like structure, perhaps.
I like that. And Venus is still in Virgo.
Yeah.
So fully taking advantage of that energy.
Yeah.
So I like that. That's good. Now
and if you're getting your hair bleached and your head really hurts, say something.
Oh yeah.
That's a lesson I learned.
That's a good lesson.
Yeah.
So this full moon, it's at 14 degrees of Aries and Libra, which actually doesn't really make any angles really to any of the major planets. So it's kind of just existing on its own. So we know, full moons are a releasing time. So, again, that's kind of where I was like saying sort of like the closing up of things. It's just like a helpful energy for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that this full moon is a spicy one because it is the moon in Aries answering to Mars in Scorpio, the other sign that Mars rules. And so it does bring that sort of commitment and determination that Scorpio has. And Mars in Aries is very much like a lot of energy in the beginning and then you kind of peter out.
Yeah.
But Mars in Scorpio is the not to bring Lisa Barlow back, but her tagline for the season is "I don't go low, I go the distance."
Right.
Which is not true for Lisa Barlow.
She goes very low.
But it is a great tagline for Mars in Scorpio.
Yeah.
Mars in Scorpio doesn't go low, it goes the distance.
Totally.
So whatever you're trying to release or tie up around your own identity, because that's really what Aries is about. And then the sun in Libra is like other people, relationships, so other people see you. Understand that it might be an Ange K sort of thing. And that it might take time for people to understand who you are and appreciate you and receive you and be willing to commit to the Mars in Scorpio.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you might be at the beginning of a long journey, but that journey will pay off for you if you stay connected to it.
Well, I like that. And I think what's interesting too about like the beginning of a journey outlook, I'm curious what your take is on the fact that Scorpio's modern ruler, Pluto, is at, what is it, 1? It's at 1 Aquarius.
Yeah.
But we also have the 2 other sort of outer planets at the beginning degrees of signs as well. You have Uranus at 1 of Taurus. Gemini, sorry. And then you also have Neptune at 0 of Aries.
Yeah.
So I think it's interesting. So like you have those 2, you have Uranus and Pluto trining, and they're both making sextiles to that Neptune. So I think that's like also really interesting that those 3 outer planets are in like sort of perfect communication with each other.
Yeah, for sure.
At this time too, especially so just with that modern ruler too. Doesn't that feel like sort of also in alignment with this like beginnings of a new journey?
To some extent. I think that, obviously it's like Russian nesting dolls and cycles within cycles. With those outer planets moving backwards, like with Neptune about to re-enter Pisces and Saturn already back in Pisces and Uranus is going to re-enter Taurus for a little bit. To me, it almost seems not like no new information, because there are still going to be new information coming through. But even just like with this government shutdown, it's almost like like everything's going to shut down for a second so that we can better understand what is being asked of us. Because the new beginning in some ways already happened. I was talking with a friend. It's as if we're all in our winter clothes and somebody turned up the heat and we're all just looking around being like, oh my God, it's so fucking hot in here. Like, has it gotten hot in here for you too?
Right.
And now I think with those planets retrograding and us understanding like, okay, it's just going to be a hot fucking room for a while. So we need to now get into our like bikinis and our short shorts and just be in the hot room, understanding what the challenge is, understanding what the invitation and opportunity is. And that's the new beginning. Like we have to accept where we are. And of course, we can change things, but we can't change things until we accept things.
Yeah.
And to me, that kind of feels like part of the energy of the planets at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
How do you acclimate yourself? Like we can walk around and look, a lot has been changing very quickly and it's not unacceptable to feel destabilized, but at a certain point we have to say in like, crazy times, huh? And we just have to be like, yeah, they're crazy times and there are times and we are living in them. So let's acclimate to them and figure out what we're going to do to be in them as opposed to just being railed by them all the time.
Yeah. No, I feel that.
That's my 2 cents.
No, I think that's great. And I think that it is really just kind of like we understand the story of the transformation, that wants to happen. But yeah, we
do?
Well, I think it's like we've had glimpses of what it wants to be about.
Oh, have we?
I have.
Well, you mean personally in our lives?
Yeah, I think personally.
Got it, yes.
Well, and I think collectively we may all on some level have an understanding of like what transformation wants to happen, but it's kind of like, oh, well, how are we going to do this?
Totally.
And so I think, we all now are like in a recalibration phase with it. And I do think it's interesting that on that same day as the full moon, Mercury moves into Scorpio.
Yeah.
And so whenever you have a planet shift, there is always like a bit of a bigger energy that happens. So just October 6th in general, circle it. And, Mercury will move all the way through Scorpio and enter Sag, but then have its retrograde at the top of Sag. So it will re-enter and revisit the last 9 degrees of Scorpio at some point. So
and Mars too, right?
Yeah.
Like Mercury's kind of moving with Mars for a little bit. And then we'll have that conjunction. And then we'll have a second conjunction with Mars during the retrograde phase, right?
Yeah.
So that's interesting too, just like Mars and Mercury both in Scorpio, kind of like the warrior and the messenger in the depths traveling together.
Yeah. So just know that I think Mercury will at least help give you an opportunity to think more deeply about what needs to be done and how you need to move forward. But it is also, like a deep, emotional, intuitive space too. So, also maybe a good time for you to, work on, growing your relationship with presence and maybe finding, a greater sense of purpose, with what's right in front of you. All right.
I really got to stop playing that game. Can I say one last thing to the Mercury and Scorpio piece?
Yeah.
Which is just that Scorpio is a sign of secrecy. And Mercury and Scorpio can be the revealing of secrets or the holding tightly of secrets. And I think considering that Mercury and Mars are spending so much time together, there's a lot of secret strategy that's happening. And it's good to pay attention to what isn't being said. As much as you pay attention to what is being said. And I mean this both like, politically and in the news and in the macrocosm. Like there's a lot of like, look over there so that you don't see what's happening over here. Just being aware of that. But also in your own life, where are you distracting yourself from the depths and paying attention to that and to the unspoken conversation. That's also Mercury in Scorpio.
Yep.
The unspoken conversations that you're having with people and with yourself.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's vow to both come to our next episode with one big secret to reveal.
Oh my God, that's fun.
Okay.
Okay, cute.
All right. Well, now the cards will reveal a secret for us all of what the tarot card of the week has in store for us.
Somebody asked what this deck was, and I did respond in my brief moment on Instagram.
Excellent.
But I just wanted to let everyone know, this is the Oliver Hibbert Tarot, and it is fabulous. Oliver Hibbert is an incredible artist, very psychedelic in nature, but using the the original composition that Pamela Coleman Smith used for these cards. So they have a similar shape to them, but obviously like as if they were, like dipped in acid. And I just adore this deck. So if you're looking for a new deck, just shout outs.
There you go.
It's Oliver Hibbert. Okay, so just take a moment. If it's safe for you to close your eyes, close your eyes. Touch your heart. And just giving yourself permission to receive a message, receive some healing, receive some power that you need in this moment. Connect to the cards by listening into the sound of them being shuffled. And trusting that this message will resonate no matter the future, place, or time to which you listen to this episode. So we're just asking for one card, something to help orient us, name the moment in which we are living, give us perspective and guidance. Woo! 3 of Pentacles reversed.
Go on.
So the 3 of Pentacles direct really speaks to collaboration. Pentacles are physical. So it's about like your business. It's about your body. It's about ordinary reality to some extent. And so in the card, what we see is like a scene of like 3 different people with different roles kind of coming together to collaborate on a project, something about a stained glass window. So you've got like the artisan, and here's the cute little assistant down at the bottom, and maybe like the architect or the money person, the producer. Something about the 3 of Pentacles wants us to be clear about how we are thinking collaboratively. How do you consider your role in any collaboration? What is your specialty? What is the lane in which you really excel and thrive? And then how can you bring in people that help kind of fill out the other parts of things, as opposed to feeling like you have to go it alone, right? When it's reversed, it might indicate that like there's a challenge for us in terms of collaborating right now, or we maybe need to like clear up some of the collaborations. We need to like scale back or redefine what everybody's role is. I'm thinking a little bit more big picture right now. I'm thinking about how divided we all feel as people, that we are not living collaboratively. And sometimes collaboration requires the remembrance of the common goal.
Right.
Like if we are collaborating, it's because we all have the same intention in mind. Like if we're all cooking a meal together, if we're collaborating in the kitchens, because we all want to eat that food when we're fucking done, So that might also be the reversal here, is like before we move forwards in whatever the project is, we might need to stand still and redefine what our roles are and where we're trying to go. It also could just suggest there are new partners, new collaborators that want to come through. The collaborators you've had, the partners that you've had, the coworkers, the hired hands, they may have only been able to take you so far. And now it's time to see who's around you, especially with this like Mars and Scorpio. Like, can they take you the distance? Can you take them the distance? This might be a moment where you have to say like, you know what? I can't do the job that you want me to do anymore. and have that sort of like vulnerable conversation where you recognize your limits or recognize the fact that you've actually been hired or enlisted to do something that you don't want to do anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like our specialties do evolve and change as
Right.
well. So those are all kind of some of the messages baked into the Three of Pentacles. But I think at its essence, threes are creative.
Yeah.
They connect us to the Empress. And so something new wants to be born. This is a full moon in Aries. It's the first sign of the zodiac. It's about you and your identity and your independence. And a full moon is exposure. It's the fullest the moon gets.
Yeah.
So just paying attention to the people around you that are helping creativity come through
Yeah.
or hindering, and then
Right.
clocking it.
Right. Or even what's coming to me is like, don't hide what wants to be born from people who could help you. Like if there's something creative that wants to come through you right now, like maybe you need to welcome the collaboration.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, like we can't do everything alone.
No.
But with a full moon in Aries and Mars in Scorpio, you might also need to consider like what sort of things are you outsourcing that
Mhm.
actually you should be getting done in-house
Yeah.
as well.
I mean, it's the perfect balance of Aries Libra energy.
Yeah.
Right?
Like what are you looking to somebody else to do for you that they're never going to be able to do as well as you could just do for yourself?
Right.
And then what are the things that you can't, literally you can't do for yourself?
Yeah.
And I think the discernment between those is really good
Yeah.
and could be really healing at this time.
Love it. All right. Well, thank you.
You're well. You know what? You're welcome.
You're welcome.
No,
and all of you
you're
out there are welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're so welcome.
No, thank you all for spending time with us, for listening or watching. We're so grateful for your presence.
Yeah.
And if you want to be...
I'm grateful for your presence.
I'm grateful for your presence.
I'm proud of us. I mean, we've been so consistent through the summer.
We are. We're doing it. We're back. If you want to find out more about us, you can go to thespiritualgaze.com, email us at thespiritualgaze@gmail.com. You can find us on the Instagram, on the TikTok.
Yeah. And don't forget that little healing special, Hey Gazer.
Hey Gazer.
Hey Gazer.
Yeah, so you just go to our website and go to our readings section.
Yep.
And you find out how to book with Brandon there.
Yeah.
Or you can book readings with me as well.
Yeah, yeah. And it's only for the spiritual healing.
Yes.
If you want tarot or astrology, you have to pay full price right now.
Got to pay full
Sorry about it.
price.
Sorry,
baby.
not sorry.
All right.
Until next time,
Yeah.
this has been your transit through the spiritual gaze.